Hey, big dreamers. This is Liz. This is where I give intuitive guidance, advice, ideas, and support using my method called the Flavor Generator. It is based off of the Ikigai, which is a Japanese concept meaning a reason for being, or that thing you live for, reason to live. Based on what you love, what you're good at, what you think the world needs most, and how you could be paid for it. I can't necessarily help you find something to get paid for, but I might help you with some ideas that you didn't have before. We never know. We never do know. I just got done with jazz dance class. It was fun. Bend Dance Project, Amy's Street Jazz. Okay, oh, yeah, by the way, here we go. I was shaking up our person of the day. There are 12 person archetypes and 2 wild card options. There's all the cards. I put in this little Tupperware box. This is some store brand container, but we still call it Tupperware because that was the original design brand. Wouldn't that be cool to have your name referenced for something, even if it's a different brand? That's awesome. Anyway, maybe you're an innovator, creator, like I am. And I try to be my own person and do things my own way, which is why I'm doing this channel and why it's hard to hashtag it, or I'm not a tarot reader, but I've been inspired by tarot readings because it's intuitive. I pick a topic and I talk about it based on my own life experiences, so that makes it intuitive guidance. I'm not scripted at all. But also I am being guided by the cards that are drawn, so it is intuitive in that way as well. And guided by something larger than myself. I like to remind myself of that. Therefore, I'm not like doing traditional coaching. I am just kind of here doing my own thing and trying to make it all make sense so that I can put it out there in a way that makes sense for you. It's an innovative method. The Flavor Generator is because I'm here to help creative individuals to find their unique flavor blend in life, their sweet spot in life. Oh, one fell out. Let's do that. And we have number 7, the Communicator. Beautiful. I haven't had that one in a while. So we pick one passion. Unless more come out of the mix, then I will go with more than one. Simple as that. Shuffling. And then I have to pull them all apart. And if one flies out, we take that one. Woo, there it is. Okay, what is it? Ooh, passion is coming alive. I like that. I don't remember coming up with that word topic, but I like it. Coming alive. Communicator. So communicator topic archetype card, person card, is referring to communications. So that could be writing, that could be speaking, teaching, and also leadership, putting yourself out there. And I kind of already mentioned that. So finding your own methods and putting that out there for others to understand what it is you can help them with. And I'm still working on that myself, in my own business plans. I'm constantly trying to think outside of my own mind of how I would describe what I'm trying to do and how I want to help. We're picking a power. 2 of them. So 2 powers one of them becomes the product, which is the service you can provide with the powers that you have. So you get 1 power to work with, a skill, a gift, a talent, and then the second one becomes a service you could provide with that power and maybe the other one as well. So let's see what we get today. How are you guys doing? Leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. Thanks for watching, subscribing, following me, whatever you call it. And put a like on the video if you like it. It's not over yet, so... Oh, we have an AI computer. I upgraded my computer, and now there's some cool stuff that happens when you do this. It did it again! I get excited. Okay, we shuffled. We're pulling all the little pieces apart and seeing what we get to speak about. The power is business. One more. Kitties, what are you guys doing? Don't fight and hiss, please. Be nice. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to pick one. They're not popping out. Oh, there's one. The product is connecting with others. Okay, then we have one more, which is the purpose. The value that we are focused on, purpose. And I do have these color coordinated as well. They are, hey, my shirt matches. So it's passion, power, product, and purpose. Funny. This is my Dream Big shirt, but you can't see it very well. Dream Big. I don't know why they decided to do blue on blue, but whatever. Not a good design plan, if you ask me. Do you guys find a bug or what? What are you eating? Weird kitties. Okay, I shuffled. We pull them apart. Okay, we need a purpose to run with. Purpose, purpose, purpose. I'll just sing songs all day. Oh, communicator also could be a musician. And I have another topic that is the musician. Another archetype. Oh, hey there. The purpose is success. Holy moly, I like it. And you know, I gotta take a picture from my little display. We're singing today on display. I am a nerd. Okay, get back to the dialogue. Number 7, the communicator. The passion is coming alive. The power is business. The purpose is success. And the product is connecting with others. So if I'm helping you to connect with others, or you want to help others to connect with others, then the purpose is success, using your skill, gift, talent of business, and your passion of coming alive as the communicator, number 7. So number 7 in my program that I eventually will put out there as a program. It's still a work in progress, and I have a lot of fears attached to that, but it's okay. That's a whole other story. Number 7 is number 7 out of 1 through 12 options. So this is the step where leadership begins, where you have learned what you need to learn or are incorporating what you have learned and putting all of it out there on social media or whatnot, marketing tactics that you might use, sales and marketing, but also just sharing in your way what you have created already or what you are wanting to put out there. And that could be writing specifically. It could be writing music, songs. So it could communicator, we're communicating something. It could be in any form of writing or verbal or nonverbal communication. Could be dance. So coming alive is kind of like dancing, in my opinion, but that could be anything. You are finally coming alive. And whether or not you're actually good at business, because I would say it's not actually a strength of mine. So if it's not a strength of yours either, this is something that we are working on. So it's the skill, the power. That doesn't mean you possess that power currently. You could be learning it or needing to learn that for the purpose of success and connecting with others. And let me think here a second. So it's very simple, I think. Communications, writing, publishing books, articles, vlogging, blogging, dancing, writing songs, writing movies, scripts. Coming alive is the passion. What makes you come alive? So the passion itself is coming alive, but there are things that might make you come alive and what you want to inspire others with that will help them to come alive, connecting with others. So if this is the main idea, connecting with others, and coming alive is the passion. So how can you connect with others and help them to come alive? Through communicating. If you communicate your story, you communicate your passions that inspires others who might have something in common with you. My goal is to reach the creative part of you, right? So my connecting with you is on a creative level. What are the gifts that you've had since you were a kid and the passions that you've had throughout your life? And they can kind of ebb and flow, like change over time or come and go, and you try different things. But what are the things that have made you come alive in your life so far? I think most of us can relate to a really good book or Netflix series or a movie series or whatever. A movie, a book, a movie. Lots of books are made into movies, so there's that. And that all came from somebody's creative ideas in writing and maybe personal experiences or things they've witnessed. So they put themselves into the story somehow, which makes it relatable to other humans. Hence the connecting with others. And you help other people to come alive, whether in positive or also sometimes dark and heavier emotions, but that means you're alive. You are in tune with how you're feeling, or we're helping you as creatives to be in tune with how you're feeling. So if you're a writer and you have writer's block or creative block, then I think the advice is usually to take a break, go for a walk, do something different, and come back to it. And that could be a length of time. Like, I used to write quite often, and I don't really write other than text and captions for my videos and things like that on social media. I used to actually write stories and books, but I don't really do that. And poems. I used to write poems for my friends and not gift cards, greeting cards, and write little poems and little catchphrases and cute cards. It could have been my own Hallmark business. I still could. I can still do that. So that helped me to come alive as a kid, and I wanted to make other people feel alive. So that's why I did that. I would gift my own, like, connecting with others in poetry and in stories. And my stories sometimes were realistic, sometimes fiction, sometimes nonfiction writing, but I always wanted to connect with other humans. So if the purpose is success, you are using the things that inspire you and make you feel alive to connect with others so that you can be successful and help them with success. And that's not necessarily monetarily, like financially successful, but because the power is business, then maybe that's more of the area we're talking about. So, purpose of success. Connect with others regarding success. Coming alive, business. So come alive in your business. That's what I need to do. Sometimes I get too rigid in my thinking and I don't have fun anymore. I can do whatever the heck I want on this channel and in my business, right? It may or may not take hold and like go anywhere or grow as fast as I want it to, because it has shown to be a bit of a slow process, but maybe I'm not consistent enough. There's different things that we could consider and changes I could make along the way. So I think the main thing I like to go back to is the passion of coming alive. What makes my heart feel like fiery inside, and then I want to share, somehow express myself. And as a communicator, I'm not necessarily the verbal communicator. I'm working on it, speaking, enunciating, being confident as a speaker with my voice, in person with people and on these videos. So that's a thing I've been wanting to tackle and be better at. And so I'm doing that just kind of on my own by using Big Dream with Liz, the whole business idea, to do that. So the communicator coming alive, I have to think of what inspires me in business. Why am I doing this? It's because I want to help you and everyone to remember who they truly are on a deep level inside, when they were a kid and could self-express easily without needing to filter themselves and without hesitation. You would just create and try different things, and you weren't afraid of how it turned out. You just wanted to create to see what would happen. It was like an experimenting with different things all the time, and that helped you feel alive. So to get in tune with yourself is what I want to help you to do again. And business is such a boring, gross word, but you should be using your unique ideas and approach in business, in life, if you want to do your own thing, which I also want to help people who are doing what I want to do too, like entrepreneur. I can't say that stupid word. Working for yourself, entrepreneur. You are helping yourself to grow as a person and a business, and eventually can be successful with it if you apply yourself and what you know. What have you learned so far in life, and what are the jobs you've had? If you've had jobs or a job, what did you learn from it? And write all this down if that helps you. It helps me to write. The communicator is writing, it's typewriter. So write down, brainstorm, mind map what jobs you've had, if you've had any. And if you haven't had a job, because I also want to help people who are just coming out of high school, you might not have had a job in high school, but you are going to be needing to get a job soon in college, while you're in school, or directly after. So what are the skills you've learned in your life so far? And that can be from anything you've like volunteered with, sports in school or grade school, different like church things, or community events and different things that you have experiences with. Maybe even people have already asked you for something that you're good at that they're not as good at, so they ask for your help. What are those kinds of things? And then you can make a business out of that. And if you're naturally good at selling things, which I'm not good at doing necessarily naturally, I've had to work really hard to get myself confident enough to do it, then you might become more successful more quickly than me. But yes, I think the ultimate thing is to connect with others regardless of what you're doing in your business, and that would make for a good business, is to connect. That's the most important thing. If you're not connecting with other people, then nobody's going to care or want what you're selling, because you didn't make a human connection with them. You have to speak on someone else's level. Where are they at? What they teach me, the pain points. What are you trying to help people with? And I'm trying to help with confidence, because I have struggled with it, and I know I'm still working on it. So that's maybe why I'm not like the expert yet, because I'm not past the point of like, I don't know if you ever reach a certain level, but like I'm helping people a step or two behind me maybe. Like I want to help those of you who have considered, like maybe you wanted to be famous when you were little, or you wanted to be a writer and like be in movie business and all the show business, whatever, Broadway, I don't know, different things where you're communicating with a team, with other people, with creatives, or you want to work with creative people, and you also, maybe you wanted to be the star. So you are working on, there's just so many elements. I don't know, whatever it is for you, you just have to connect with other humans that you want to be working with. And also, if that's writing or creating a story or a movie, a dance, anything where it might not be real life when you're expressing these things, but you're wanting to paint a picture, tell a story, showcase something that others can connect with. And that will make it successful, because it's either inspiring them to be better than they currently are, or they can see themselves in those characters or in that story. So I guess this is kind of like two things in one. I'm thinking like the dry business side of things, like how can I help you guys like kickstart your own business and be successful with it by connecting with others, coming alive in business and success as a communicator, writing. That could be what they call copy, writing copy for your social media if you're wanting to do what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm an expert in any of these things, because I'm definitely not. I'm learning. I learn from other people online all the time. If you go to my channel on here and look at my subscriptions, it'll show the public playlist that I've saved videos to, and you can find the archetypes in a playlist that might help you with a certain topic. I've also shared the same video on multiple archetypes because I felt like it would fit in different areas. But anyway, there's lots of resources on my channel alone from other people who are where I would like to be, that I could help you with through their content. But I also hope to be just this real person for you, to help you where you're at And I do offer coaching and mentoring. I haven't quite talked about it or put myself out there because it's scary. Here we are on the communicator, so this is where I'm supposed to say, I can help you. Just email me, contact@bigdreamwithliz.com, or leave a message here, or find me on Instagram at big.dream.with.liz and message me there, and I can figure out a way to help you with whatever it is you're needing help with. I've had a lot of different experiences. This could be if you're stuck in a relationship that you need to get out of, or you don't know what to do with your life, or like you feel stuck as a creative person or as a person in general, like you have a lot of fear. I can relate to that big time. So I have left situations and started fresh multiple times, and I have had probably 25 jobs, big and small, ones that lasted a few years, ones that were short term, jobs on top of jobs, gigs, teaching dance, choreographing for solos and classes, and house cleaning. Worked at lots of grocery stores, restaurants, customer service galore, and some creative jobs doing marketing and sales. Sold furniture, did marketing for them. And now I work at a dance supply store, and I'm a salesperson and not doing the marketing, but I get to organize things and be the salesperson, help recommend and help with fitting shoes and clothing for people, for dancers and theater people. And it's my area that I love to work with you creative people. And if you don't acknowledge yourself as a creative person, it might not even be the channel for you here, but I think that everyone is creative, and you just have to go back to what you did as a kid that was creative, because every kid did something, whether that was actually coloring and drawing and making things with your hands, or like building stuff, And anyway, there's just different things that are creative. Like, yeah, you might need a math brain as well, especially for business. It seems like it's a math kind of a brain, or a different part of the brain than what I, as a creative person, have. But I think you can do both, and I'm learning from other channels and people how to do that as well, and still keep my integrity as a creative individual. But I do want to help specifically. I'm here to bring out the inner magic you've always had but forgot about. So I want your inner magic, creative individuality to come out, and again, and to be there consistently, and to not be afraid of what ideas you have that are maybe a little weird and different, because look at my stuff. It's a little weird and different, and I think that eventually I'll be successful. But right now I'm not quite there, but I have to start somewhere, and I'm not trying too hard to be something I'm not or anything like that. I really just love experimenting with new methods and being innovative in that way, and all these pieces kind of aligned over time. So without saying so much about myself anymore, I guess I would like to help you find that for yourself too. And using the Ikigai is a good way to do that. And I have other methods and worksheets that can help you to brainstorm like what it is you've done in your life so far. And that's fairly easy. That's you can just write down all the jobs you've had or all the experiences, and then what did you learn from each of those good and bad things? What kind of skills do you think are consistent throughout each thing that you've tried, and what were different skills that you learned? And what are the values that you've had throughout each, or what you learned that you had, the values that you had while going into it, or the values that you took away from it, like, oh, I really didn't like that experience because I value this more than this other thing. Or I don't know even how to explain it very well. Maybe I'll have like a whole separate thing for all of that. But yes, so you're looking for what you were passionate about going into it, what you were still passionate about when you left, if that's consistent with the next experience that you had and the ones after it, and your values, and what skills did you learn, what values did you take away from each experience, or what did you realize you valued the most after having these experiences, and what has been the most consistent, and where are you at today with all of those things? And that can maybe give you an idea of what business you could do if you don't already know. And hopefully you're going to be able to connect with the people that you want to connect with and help them to come alive, and you as well as them become successful on your terms and in your own way, communicating your ideas and stories, pulling all the things that you've experienced into something creatively expressed or straightforward as a teacher, as a mentor for others. So yeah, you could be trying to be a coach like me, but also creative, have creative things on the side. There's just, the sky's the limit. There is really no limit on what you can do, and I'm here to help remind you of that. So I hope that this helped today. Hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you soon. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit the notification bell to receive notifications when I release new videos. That's about it. Okay, thanks. Bye.